How y'all doing? Let me see. I'm looking right here. Boom. All right, how you doing? I'm gonna do a quick real estate masterclass, man. I've been doing a lot of stuff off of real estate my whole life. I'm from a real estate family. My mother was a realtor, so it's like second nature for me. I just jumped out the shower. I got some notes here. I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna get right to it for y'all. I don't like to go down too much. I got a bunch of stuff to do. So y'all know I keep it real quick all the time. So it's a couple things that you're looking for when you're doing real estate. The thing with me is, what's the deal? Everybody trying to see, they just want to buy it and rent it out or something like that. But there's so many ways to profit from real estate. But the first thing is you want to see what is the deal. That's like when you buy real estate, that's when the money is made because you're buying a deal. You're buying a house for $20,000 that's worth $35,000. You can flip and get $15,000 back. You know what I'm saying? It's a deal right there. So anybody with $20,000 and it's a good deal. I'm gonna do 5 things real quick, and then I'm gonna go do some stuff about getting some money. Because to us, Friday is a money day. Because when they get paid, we get paid. You see what I'm saying? So all right, here we go. First, you want to look at value, right? What's the value of it? Okay, so can you see that value? Do a little backwards to y'all. But anyway, this first one say value. So when you talk about value, how do I determine the value of a property? So if I'm looking at a property, say it's in this neighborhood right here, right? And all the properties around here are going for, 100,000. You know what I'm saying? So or 200,000, whatever. So if all the properties going for 100,000 and I got a property similar to theirs, then I'm looking at the value of this property potentially is 100,000. It's a couple things I gotta think. Do I gotta fix it up and all that kind of stuff? But first off, what's the value? How do I figure out the value? I take 3 properties that's just like the one I'm looking at in that same area that just sold. That's how I know the value because this one sold for 100,000 a couple months ago. This one sold for 98,000 a couple months ago. This one sold for 102,000 a couple months ago. I got a house just like these other 3 that just sold. So what that mean? That mean this is $100,000 house. I could think it's 150,000 and all the other kind of stuff, but the real value is based off what's called comps, right? And people are like, what's the comps? That means comparables, comparable properties. Comparable mean it's just like the one I'm looking at. So that's the first thing I'm looking at. What's the value of this shit? So what's the second thing? Repairs, right? So just because all the properties in this area are going for $100,000, that don't mean that mine is that I'm looking at is worth 100,000 right now. That means when it's at the same, you know, level of when I'm looking and it's all fixed up and stuff, it's at the same level. Then it's worth 100,000. But how much is it worth right now? It's gonna be the repairs. It's got to factor in there. So I'm looking at the value, then I'm looking at the repairs. So that's 2 things. How do you find out the repairs? You go get an estimate. Estimate. Hold up, I just spelled that wrong. If I spelled that wrong, y'all just gonna have to deal with me. Cause y'all gonna get the good game and just figure out how to spell it. Estimate. Alright. Y'all figure out how to spell it on your own time. Alright, so you get an estimate. Go get somebody to know about houses, have them look at it and tell you about how much it's gonna cost. They don't have to run through the whole house and give you an exact, but you want to get an estimate. That means they're giving you a guesstimation about how much it's gonna cost to do the things it's gonna take to get my property worth 100. So that's 1 and 2. Let's go to number 3. Boom. Number 3. How fast are they selling in the area? This is one of the most important things to me. Because when I'm tying up, it's called opportunity cost. When I'm tying up my money, it's like I could put it into this or I could put it into that. We don't have unlimited. Even if you got $1 million, you could have it tied up in this and tied up in that. It's only $1 million. So it's about how fast is this selling? Speed. How fast is it selling in this area? So you got the value, it's worth 100. The house is worth 100,000. And then this one I'm looking at, how much is the repairs on that boy to get it worth 100,000?
because they might be selling it for 50,000 in this area where everything is 100. So I'm thinking like I got $50,000 that I could get when I sell it. But hold up, it's gonna take 20,000 in repairs. So now I'm at 70,000 that is gonna have to come out before I can make that 100,000 from the sale. You see what I'm saying? Because okay, it's 100. All these properties selling for 100, but this guy like I'm gonna sell you this one for the 50, my G. So I'm like, hell yeah, it's a good deal. But it's other parts that you got to look at so you will know it's a good deal. One is how much money I'm gonna have to put into fixing this $50,000 crib up to make it $100,000 crib. It might be 20. So now you're looking at 70,000 and you still got 30,000 that you can make when you sell it and put it in your pocket. But what's this other thing? Speed. Now it might be $100,000 crib. You could put 20 in it. You might like, oh man, I'm making this $30,000, right? But how fast are they selling in this area? So it might be selling in 6 months. The average property in this area is selling and takes 6 months to get the sale for the 100. You could come at a lower price and try to sell it quicker, but you looking at what's already done happened, so you could gauge about what's gonna happen with your particular deal. So this is one of the most important things. How you figure that out? You gotta. It's called MLS. Or you go to your agent, the same person that do your comps, your agent. Go get this from a real estate agent or from us, right? You get your comps from them, and they're gonna go in the system. They're gonna pull up the properties and tell you how fast they selling in this area. So if they selling in 45 days, I could get this property for 50, put 20 in this boy, and in 45 days, it's looking like I had my 30 plus all the rest of my money back. I've been made 30,000 in 45 days off this deal. Why? Because speed say all the rest of the stuff in the area is selling in 45 days. So the 60-day flip or 45-day flip, you're gonna have your 70,000 tied up for 45 days, or you're gonna have your 70,000 tied up for 6 months. Is there something better you could do with your 70 racks in 6 months to get 30 with it? You see what I'm saying? These are things you're thinking about when you're making a deal. How much money you got accessible, how fast this shit flipping. All right, so here we go. Boom, we're gonna go to number 4. I know I'm speeding through this, but y'all can always go back on here and look at it again. The sales price. I already went through this. Boom. Sales price. It's out of order. I don't like to be out of order. Out of order mean it don't work. So the sales price. The sales price is on the listing. Wherever it's listed at, where you're gonna see it, it's 50,000. That's the sales price. So this is another thing. I already went over this. It's 50,000. The value in this area is $100,000 house. What the repairs is gonna take 20,000. How fast is it gonna take? 45 days. So these are the things. These are factors you're looking at. And now, so say you got. It's one more factor that's super important. I'm gonna put this little line right here. Boom. It's one more factor that's super important. I saved this one for last. This is one a lot of people don't think about. A lot of people don't know about. But it's one that could break a deal. It could have you lose a whole bunch of money when you thought you had a super good deal. This last one is so super important, but it's so simple. So check this out. So you see a house for 50 racks. You're like, it's 50 racks? That's a big, nice house. So you go look. Oh, in the area, they selling for 100,000. Okay, boom. I got this $50,000 crib. They selling for 100. Boom. Now it's gonna take 20,000 to fix it up. Those to repair. So boom, I still got 30 I can make off this. Then speed. They selling in 45 days in this area. So I'm like, oh, I'm on fire. I got 30 racks I'm about to make in 45 days. I got 30 racks I'm about to make in 45 days. I'm excited as hell, right? You got this 5 right here. Taxes and liens. I always be mixing this E and this I up on liens, but whatever. You get the point. Taxes and liens. So you could been on, you ready to buy this crib? It's like, I'm gonna pump my brakes real quick. I'm gonna go to the county and see how much taxes is owed on this property. So I could be getting this crib, and I'm thinking I got 30,000 in equity. But what if it's like 15,000 in taxes owed on the crib? Is that gonna break the deal? I thought I was making 30, but I got 15 in taxes. What? I gotta pay back tax because the last person didn't pay the taxes. So now we owe 15 racks on the crib. That might just break the deal for some people. But it's other liens. They could have came through. Some people you don't even know about could have came through, put a roof on the crib. The nigga ain't paid for the roof. They could put a lien on a lien mean I'm putting a claim to this money before you can sell this property. I got to get paid off according to I done went to the county. I went downtown. I done did a case. They done said that you owe me some money and you can't sell it till you pay me. That's a lien. So if they got a lien on this boy, taxes on this boy, that's gonna have to get paid off before you be able to do whatever you trying to do with the crib. So that's a really important step. Taxes and liens. So these is 5 things. It's what you talking about doing a deal. Let's see, deal. Boom. Talking about doing a deal on real estate. These is the 5 steps. The sales price of it, the value of what's going on in the area, with the comps and everything, the repairs and the money you're gonna have to put into it, the speed you're gonna be able to flip it and get your money back, and then is there any encumbrances, any taxes, any liens and stuff like that on the spot that's gonna make it hard for you to get it. Now I'm going through this stuff. Why am I going through this stuff? Because a lot of my people don't really understand real estate, and these is like really all you could. I don't care what city you in, what state you in, what's going on with the market. You go looking at this kind of stuff, and then you can start putting together strategies of what you're gonna do. Now I'm gonna tell you what our strategy is. Right, it's a tax sale right now. This is like the biggest thing going on in the city. Period. Okay, they done took. Like, say you have all these people that they already fucking around with people money and all this stuff, corona. You got all these people losing their houses because they couldn't pay the taxes. Even if you own, say you go cash out, like you cash out on a car, cash out on a crib, it's mine and shit, you know what I'm saying? But you still got to pay your property taxes every year. You got to pay your taxes. If you don't pay your taxes, even though you bought the house, they could still take your house. So now you got the county taking all these, it's like 1,400 houses out of the county so far, that they done took these people houses because they owe taxes on it. And what they doing, they auctioning them off for pennies on a dollar. So you got the county, the Wayne County treasurer is just giving all these properties to people with money for pennies on a dollar right now. Now, this is how crazy it is. They put out a list of 1,400 houses. Ain't no pictures of nothing on the list. It's just crazy. So what do we do? I went and had my assistants put pictures with every house. What we doing? We bidding on all kind of cribs. I'm coming through with bread. My people coming through. Like, I put some money down because we not trying to get left out right now. And let people from all over the world is looking at us because you could buy a house for $1,000. My man went to Highland Park, bought 3 cribs for like 3 vans. And they was big cribs on the same block. I'm like, you own damn near the whole block for like 2-3 grand. You see what I'm saying? 4 grand. You know what I'm saying? So this is not a time where you want to play around. You could do all the stock shit where it's going up and down. It's wavy right now. You could go to crypto. It's going up and down. I'm up in crypto right now. What I'm doing, I'm taking my crypto out and I'm buying some real shit. I'm buying some property with it. That's what you do. You're going to not miss this tax sale. You're not going to miss this tax sale. You're going to invest some money that you got to get you a couple cribs. You do that through us. But anyway, we're going to take these properties, right? And we're going to Airbnb the ones in the nice areas, right? We Airbnb them out, and that's going to make money. Airbnb, you can make more than the rent was 500, 600, 700. Airbnb, you can make 2 bands off a crib. You know what I'm saying? Even more. I know a lady that was renting out 1 room and did 2 bands. Was it 1,200 or 2? Like 1,200 or 2. I don't remember for sure. She did like 1,200 or 2 bands in a month off 1 room. So we Airbnb out the nice cribs. The other cribs we're gonna do rent to own. Let the people come in, pay us probably what we're gonna pay for the house to get into the house, and then pay us every month, probably another 4-5 years, right? And then at the end, I done made it's like a buy here, pay here car lot. Whatever I paid for the house, they gonna give me soon, and I got my money back in my pocket. Now I get free money for the next, 4-5 years. So that's land contract. This is what we doing with the properties. You know what I'm saying? So, and this is what you could have any kind of strategy. You could put your families in it. You could do the old folks home where you take care of people in it and have people running it. You could live in it yourself. If you renting a crib and they selling cribs right now for a band or 1,500 or 2 grand or 3 or 5 grand, it don't matter. If you renting a crib and you got 5, 6, 7 grand, get you a crib and fix it up. Move in the crib that you own instead of paying somebody down what they done just paid for the crib and then paying them every month You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving you guys strategy with real estate. That's it. I'm about to get out of here. I got most of you see I'm sweating through my shirt. You know what I'm saying? I'm out of here. If you got any questions, make sure you ask me. Leave a DM, leave a comment. But this is the tax sale. You can do all your bids through us. If you don't have a list, we got the list with the pictures on it. Hit me up. I'll get you access to that. Other than that, I'm out of here. Yay.